Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know it's been a little while since I've been on live, so I'm trying to get a schedule together on what days I really want to go live because my calendar and flexibility fluctuates. So I'm still trying to figure it out. Maybe you guys can help me, give me some dates and time. Right now, my wife is off on Tuesdays, so I know Tuesday's not going to be my most ideal day. We're probably going to be doing day dates, unless I come in early and then hop off. But you guys drop in the chat. Let me know where y'all are coming in from, and let me know what days work best. Do mornings on a particular day, and then coming back at power hour work best? You guys give me a little feedback on what's going to be good. I'm really trying to grow the social media presence, get people educated on trading, and continue to add value. So, you guys, I'm going to leave it up to you when you guys are going to come on and show up and support. So, that's going to help me. Right now, I'm bullish on the market. I have been taking a look at the 700 strike, and I don't think I have my Weeble pulled up. I'm gonna have to pull that into a chart. Um, let's see if I can get that pulled up, so you guys can follow along with me and how I focus and look at the chain. Just gonna do the web trade. Don't really want to have all of these windows open, so we're just gonna go to SPY, and we're gonna be looking at the monthly contract for December 19th. And I'm going to show it to you guys and let you kind of see why I'm taking a look at it. Again, I enjoy hunting the chain, looking for that standout volume. I'm looking where most of the action is, and I'm fairly bullish. We don't have a lot of bad news coming in that is going to really shake the market, and I think they want and when I say they, I mean more of like the government and those officials in office are going to want America spending money. If they have strong pullbacks, hedge funds, market makers, they're going to pull back with their funds as well and not want to trade, not want to buy, and the market's not going to be robust and move. I'm anticipating us probably hitting and heading toward that 700. It has been on my radar for quite some time. And if we take a look, we're 8 minutes in, and Weeble is still trying to update the chain. We're gonna get at a minute to catch up. I'm not sure why it. Sometimes when I'm sharing, it can lag, but let's see. Glorious morning. See, I like that glorious morning. I have to start saying that. I like incorporating different things like great day, instead of good morning. Let's refresh this, see what's going on with Weeble, why it can't update. Like I said, I'm bullish. Apple had a good run the last 2 days, a little profit taken. But I like that Apple 300 strike. It's been getting a lot of activity. You can go about 2 to 4 weeks out, but Apple looks to be on par to get bullish. But I would want Apple. I want Apple to do something innovative. They need something to bring in new customers other than I just need to get a new phone. I need to upgrade to a new phone. We pay thousands of dollars for devices each year or upgrading. I don't. I try to make sure I upgrade when I'm going to get the most value for my phone, or I'll pay for it straight out when they have a good trade in. I always get a good case. So I think I may pay 500 or so or less, and then on the trade in I get so much value back to get the next phone. um so it kind of works out. This is really okay. That's blowing me that that's not coming up. We're gonna give that a little minute, but again, I'm bullish. I am looking at the orb to see if we break above or below. I'm gonna be looking at 685, 686 on calls. IWM is going to be 250. That's going to be that psychological 250, 251 area. if we can get some momentum. But we want to see these candles stay strong. I did change my candlestick color from that red and green. We are in the Christmas spirit, but I got tired of looking at it, so I was like, let me mix it up a little bit, and then until I find a really color that I really like. But I just changed it up so I could see something else. Again, I'm not really big on getting right into the market. I want to let it settle. I want to see some trends. Want to see some things break down before we just hop into the trade. So let's continue to watch that settle. Hopefully, Weeble decides to wake up so I can show y'all the contract on this chain. Let me just change the date. See if it's still stuck from my other screen. How are y'all this morning? What are you guys looking at? Drop in the chat what tickers that you all are looking at. If there are any that are specific that you want me to check out, drop them in the chat. Okay, we got the 16th to pop up. Let's see if the 19th is gonna pop up. There we go. And know I'm about to give y'all the game, so it's freezing up on me. Oh, still on the 16th. Come on now. We want the 19th. There we go. I really should change this, but I like to look further out in my strikes, but let's just do 40 for right now. So I don't have to do all that scrolling. I'll switch it back later. SPY's coming down a little bit. Again, this is why I don't jump in immediately. This is the speed dating zone. We just want to let it settle out. The trend is your friend until it's not. So just want to, there we go. Come on. See that? See that 700 strike? That's a whole lot of open interest. I do want the volume to pick up on it. But when I first looked at this contract over the weekend with a few clients, this contract was like 150. And I think yesterday on the pullback, Wednesdays are a good shopping day. When we get those pullbacks for you um, to pick the contracts you want going forward. That's a good shopping day or waiting on a Friday. It's just a good day to see your contract. If you watch your contract, now I put my contracts on my watch list. I also added to um my Robinhood, and I'll just watch it and see how the contract's going. If it's what percentage is it up to give me an idea of when to get in. IWM, I got you. You got IWM. So don't forget, add that SPY contract to your watch list. And then let's head back over to TradingView for IWM. IWM is very affordable if SPY moves too fast for you, or you just don't have the amount of capital to trade big. This is going to be a little bit more affordable with trading within $1 or two of the strike price. So you can see we have the bottom of the orb. If we break below probably 249, 248, 88, we get a close below this area, I'd be like, okay, I can take a put, but we can see the fair value gaps where buyers are sitting at. We'd want to see this get above 249.75 or so, and then get that 250 and probably get a move to 251. Very much so easy within this range, but we want to be confident about it. We can see it wicking, so we need to get over that line and area. I'm gonna drop in the Mogul Algo indicator if anybody wants to get it. The Discord is still 80 and 90% off going into the new year. The Discord prices are going to be going up. If you're interested in the Discord, I'll flash my email across the screen. I'm gonna look to put it in the comments. I know people have a little bit of difficulty clicking the links, but the Mogul Algo indicator, I think the indicator is also 80% off. The Discord is about 80% off for the yearly, making it about 300. So if you cost it over monthly, it's pennies on the dollar. If you do the lifetime, just pay one time. That's how I like to do my stuff. I don't like monthly subscription. I just like to pay for it and be done with it, or pay for the year so I don't have to look at it anymore. So the lifetime, I think it comes out to, oh, I don't want to lie. I'll have to put it up on the screen. But you get 90% off the lifetime. Anybody who signs up for the lifetime Discord with my link, you do get 3 free one-on-ones with me. If you do the 1 year, you'll get one free one-on-one with me. But those are just some other options. Those Black Friday deals are rolling over. But IWM is sitting here kind of stagnant. We want to see it stay above VWAP for calls. If it goes below VWAP, we'd be looking at those puts, but we want to stay close. 248, no more than 247 on the put. And like I said, on calls, we're looking at 250, possibly 251. But again, I'm not hopping into anything just yet. Also, if you're interested in learning from me, the new group, whether the first session of the group 2 mentorship starts this Saturday. It is on sale. I'm going to give people to Friday. It's $600. It will be going to $700 in January, where the new cohort starts the first week in January. Just because I've added 2 more weeks, it's going to be 6 weeks. I've extended it out to 8, giving you the same amount of time I give with, well, not the exact amount of time, but um, as far as one-on-ones. But it gives you a second day for charting. That group 1 is doing so well. They are learning. They're DMing me, letting me know what trades they're taking. They're going to be trading up and making a lot of money in January. So if anyone is interested in that, you'll have until Friday at midnight. Class will be at noon on Saturday Central Time. And we're gonna go through setting up your broker. We're gonna go through how I pick out contracts. I'm gonna go through my strategy, and I have a new strategy that I'm about to present to group 1, and I've already showed it to 3 clients. But I was able to take this one. Well, it'll be easy to show in SPX. Anybody who knows, like, if you got a decent amount of money and you're good at scalping and not a lot of time to be in the market, scalping can pay a lot of bills. So I scalped right here. I scalped SPX yesterday, and this one candle made me $70 in about 5 minutes. Easy peasy. Did not have to watch the charts all day, and you don't have to sit here. You can wait till the end of the day, get these scalps in, and what makes it so lucrative is these contracts are about to expire in a matter of minutes. You got to get in them and get out of them. They are risky, but I know there are a lot of risk takers. I don't want to not show you guys a potential strategy just because I don't think it's for everybody, but for those that it's for, it's for. So again, $70 in 5 minutes. Most people, don't make it all day or spending, but that's a good opportunity. Again, I only bought one contract because I've been testing it out, but it's been doing well. I'm going to be adding contracts to it. But to turn $70, or if you had $25 on Wednesday, no, on Tuesday, I was at the zoo, turned 25 into 50, and it was just in a matter of minutes. So again, if you had $100 to trade with, or 200, you bought you 4 contracts, you would have turned 100 into 200 in a shorter period of time. So that strategy is going to be phenomenal. I'm going to be teaching it to group 1 and then rolling it out into group 2, just for my busy gamblers. Also, I've been going over showing some people how to trade futures and looking at Forex, how they can look at SPX, trading a futures chart. I really haven't found what broker I want to use in Forex and what trading platform or prop firm I'd want to use with futures. I'm debating on getting a futures account with Webull, trading with my own money instead of using a prop firm. I know the prop firms are exciting to people, but they have a lot of rules, especially when it comes to drawdown. So I'm gonna keep working on it. I don't feel I'm comfortable enough to just jump on it and just say, okay, I'm gonna sign up, and then it just becomes another subscription that I'm not utilizing. So definitely going to keep evaluating what prop firms or what software is the best. Um, I meant before I changed this. You can see when I went to SPX, I jumped down to a 1 minute, and I do have the seconds on it as well. Because I upgraded to the premium version of TradingView, and it's a great deal. So you can see things moving faster. Again, when you have a lot of capital, these contracts, you're getting like what 12.50 a move or a point. You want to see the move ahead of time. You don't want to wait. I'm definitely not sitting in a 5 minute candle, because that 5 minute candle could take your account from $100 in profit to a -50 just like that. So I use the lower time frames when I'm trading SPX. When I'm on spot, I use the higher time frames. So we're going to start no less than a 5 minute. And you can see here, there's the bottom of the orb. We're breaking below. Now my bias is bullish. So this would not be like most people would make the mistake and get in right here. Well, I won't make a mistake, might get in a little early for me. They get in right now, but we wick to the bottom of the orb and it didn't completely close. I would wait until this candle completely closed, and I also have my bar countdown on. So I got 3 more minutes in this candle. Buyers could come in and pull this right back up. I like for a little confirmation. Will I miss a little bit of premium? Sure, but I'd rather getting in with more confirmation than getting trapped if this thing decides to start pumping up. I can see the buyers. If you could look back over here, we can see buyers, a green box pop up, and this darker box is bullish. So it can look bearish for a short time, but we want to pay attention to where the buyers are sitting at and see if they're going to come and overturn these sellers. Trade of eight. Oh, okay, so trade of eight with Apex. Yeah, Apex rules always kind of get to me. I tried them for a little while. I may try them again. And like I said, Webull, I'm like, I'd rather just use my own money. I've never had a prop firm with options, so I'm not really used to that. So Webull may be the go-to. Good morning. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it was like I say. The only times I look to upgrade my trading view or add more time to it is doing Black Friday or 4th of July. They do these 50, 60, 70% off. If you're new to trading, get the free version. Go on YouTube. Take you 30 minutes a day and go through learning how to use TradingView. There's no point in paying $100 to $200 for trading view and then you don't do anything and you hate charting and you don't go there. That's not going to help you. You want to get comfortable with their charting, utilize the tools, utilize the education that they provide, and it's within the platform. I can go here and say like the VWAP is one of their tools. So I'm going to come here, go to the about this script, and I get a little box. So while I'm trading, waiting on something to happen, I can come watch a video. It might there you go. There's a YouTube video about VWAP. Comes and explains you what VWAP does. It gives you the information. I am not breaking down that calculation. It's done for me. You don't need to know it. I don't need to know it. Long as it's done for us and we know how it's incorporated, but it gives you trend identity. They're explaining to you exactly what you need to know. And most people will pay somebody else um, to just go over a session over VWAP when most of the material is right here. And a lot of people say, well, I learn better one-on-one or in a class, and that's great. But you don't have to pay $200 for a VWAP class. You can watch 2 of these videos and understand it very well. At least go through this before you pay somebody else to deep dive into the Fibonacci or VWAP or any of the other indicators. See how that candle changed? And I told you guys, hey, wait for that candle to change. Wait for a complete close so we don't get trapped. It came down, tested my support line. Boom. Now we're trading back in. Walk yourself through the trade before you get trapped. And then you're going with, I got to be right. So I'm not going to close my put and it has to come down. Then you disrespect and null and void your stop loss. If you wait for the confirmation first, you don't have to do that. We're 25 minutes into the market. I'm sitting at zero profit, but zero profit is better than negative in my brokerage. One second, you guys. All right, coach, have you ever thought about offering a class on Weeble? You're one of the best at using a lot of the features that folks don't know about. Sure. I mean, all you got to do is ask. We can definitely do a information like just a class. What would be a good day? If I did a class on just going over how to use Weeble, navigate, different things like that, mobile and on the web. You guys drop some times and dates, and I'll get a Zoom link together, let people register. I definitely don't mind. It's fun. Again, the more I teach, the more I learn. So it helps me to help you guys because I'll go over stuff and I'm like, oh, I forgot I even used to use this, or this is another feature that we can go over. So I definitely utilize a lot of tools that most people don't. And when you're on the go, you want to get comfortable using your charting on the go because you may not have time to set up your laptop. You might be sitting in a conference room or there just may not be space, but you still want to have access to be able to trade. Venus, I set a 50 plus take profit yesterday for TSLL. Just checking in the close. Perfect. Set it and forget it. Look at this again. What did we say? We want a complete close. It's testing. We're finding support here. So we are breaking the orb. We can see those buy order blocks popping up. And when we get here to this support line, buyers come in. So buyers literally, for me to take this trade after 9 a.m., I want to see sellers come in and take out this support. And I know buyers are going to be sitting here as well. So they have to take that out. If they don't, I want to see two more green candles start to come this way and trade back up. But right now, we see buyers having some support right there. I don't see a confirmation just yet because it's testing. People, buyers can come back in. I will still wait. It's like, oh well, it's getting more bearish. It is, but there's 45 more seconds in that candle. That next candle can find support. We are wicking to the upside and wicking to the downside, which tells us they are indecisive. So we are not going to be indecisive with my money. So we let them decide and then we take advantage of it. But again, if you're new hopping on, I did want y'all to drop in the chat. I know Tuesdays won't be my best day to hop on to do these $100 before lunch, or we can hop on and do $100 power hour. But y'all let me know some good days. Fridays are not that bad for me. Markets are fairly light. I usually don't take one-on-ones on Fridays, like my me day. So we can definitely test that out. So now we're getting one green candle. If we're bullish and we can see the strat multiple time frames, this looks like the 5 to 15 and the 30 are bullish. But it doesn't just go, oh, it's turned green, let me get in. No, get you a full green candle. If I was bearish right here, I could have took a put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you see it's wicking, take some profit. Now if I'm going bullish and I'm looking for a reversal, let me see one candle. This is a one. Let's do the point setup. 'Cause a lot of times y'all just need to see it and understand. So here's our point setup for a call. We are holding support. What's going to be our next point of setup? We get back above. I mean, I want confirmation. I want to close above the bottom of the orb. Not just a second green candle. Second green candle is going to be great for a continuation to the upside, but I want more confirmation with a close above the bottom of the orb. So we look for those two things. If those two things don't present, it keeps us from giving money back to the market. As I said, see, okay, so Tuesdays, like I said, my wife is off of work. My wife works from home, but we do like to do day dates. So Tuesdays are not going to really work for me, because we might be planning something, to go out. Like I said, this Tuesday we went to the zoo. We went and got some good, surf and turf egg rolls from Donalete. If you're ever in the Houston area, Donalete food is amazing. I don't think there's anything on the menu that's not good. I haven't tried everything. My sister had the burrito ramen, and burrito ramen is really good down here. That meat and flavor is, phenomenal. There's also, uh, their enchiladas are really good. So yeah, Tuesdays are for day days. Unless I get out, I get up and we do the live early, and then we hop back off. But I do want to get a rotation where y'all know for like, let's say the next 3 months, every Wednesday and Friday, I'll be popping on it to be able to look out for me on those 2 days or whatever 2 days we come up with. Now we're getting a test of that 2 point setup. So that candle hasn't closed. It has about 2 more minutes in it. And what's still happening? It's still finding support here. Sellers have to push through that support. Where did the support line come from? Well, when you first learn how to chart, you're doing a top down, analysis on your chart. And then after you do that, you come back in, you're looking at previous days high, previous days low, pre market high, pre market low, things like that. So you have your levels set there. It's not a mystery, but you do have to devote a little bit of chart time. And when I say a little bit, it could be 15 minutes before or 30 minutes before the market opens. You don't have to get up at 3 or 4 in the morning to start seeing anything. If you're trading futures, it's going to be different. But if you're just trading an option, just a little time before, because what you see at 3 is going to be different at 5, and it's going to be different right before the market opens. So it doesn't help to get up super early. It also doesn't help because you're going to see things and be like, "Oh, my contract is going to make this," and the market could open flat. You can't do anything until the market actually opens. Still stagnant. Again, 30 minutes in, we didn't have any news come out today, though no major volume picking up at 9. So we continue to watch. Again, no need to be early, no need to be first. All right, we're seeing some setups. Just had a client message me about Bank of America. What do I think about calls? I've been bullish on Bank of America for 60 by the end of the year. As long as we don't have any strong pullbacks, that would be good. It's Thursday, so if it's Thursday, if they're looking at this week's contract, that means that contract's going to expire tomorrow. I really don't want them to do that. That's going to be super risky. So let's walk through what I would do to tell this client what they should look at. It has a big order block there on Bank of America, so I would at least tell them to go out a week or go to the monthly contract. So we're going to follow some of the money. So here's this week. We know we're going to be on the monthly contract because it's not going to be a W next to it. All right. So now I'm going to look at here. Not a lot of volume on the put side. So cool. Not a lot of volume on the call side either. Both of these are kind of flat. It's not a wide spread, but I would like it better. I don't see it here. I'm going to drop down to next week's just to see if there's more volume. I don't like it here either. So if I don't like it, let's move out. Let's go to the monthly for January. See where the action is. Now, we're getting more open interest here, which is good, but volume is still low. So right now, I would just be watching. I don't really see my setup. I don't see enough interest in taking a trade. But if I had to pick one and they are bullish, I would say that they need to go out to December 19th and they could look at the 55 strike. I like the open interest here. It does need a little bit more volume to pick up, and we go from there. But it gives them time. Also, there's a slight gap right here. So I would tell them, hey, let's make sure this closes above VWAP before you take a call. So you got to give you something, a reference. We stay above VWAP. We're bullish. We continue up. We see the buyers. We have something to work with. A lot of times we take a trade and we just take it because we just say this is where it's going to go. We don't give ourselves any rules, any information. All right. Now it's a see how those buyers are coming in. But again, we wanted to close above VWAP for that. So I'm going to message them what I see. IWM wicking off pre-market low. Y'all see that PML? If you know, everybody in the chat drop in PML and put in pre-market low. Some people might not know what PML is, but that is pre-market low. Let me send this message about Bank of America. BAC holding VWAP can get 55C for 12.19, but the volume is low. There you go. Well, yeah, PML, P market low. So let's go back to IWM. And IWM is the Russell. So lower market cap. So when this starts to move, we start to see the other markets move. So we could be looking at calls for QQQ and calls on SPY. There's my QQQ right off the bat before I even look. QQQ is at 621, so we'd be looking at 622 calls, probably up to the high of that day already at 623.36. But this needs to hold. See this buy zone right here? We got to hold that, and we need to see a 2-point setup, hold of support, bouncing up. Where see where SPY is sitting at. It pushed up, but it has not made the second move. What we kind of can see, are we making a higher low, higher low? If we get another higher low, this could continue. But we just want to wait for confirmation because we can consolidate between the bottom of the orb and the support line. We don't want to trade like that. We want to let it start the trend because if that chop and you get in the contract, your premium's just going to dwindle away. And we don't want that. Letting the premium just dwindle away does nothing for us. Again, not seeing, we've only got one part of the setup, so we do nothing just yet. Remember that when you're trading, you don't have to be first. You don't have to be super fast unless you're just really scalping. We want to see the setups. I'm not getting this setup just yet for the upside. We do have the setup to the downside. So let's make that. We have closed below the orb and we want to see it now close below support. We get a close below that support. Now we can take a put and go down into this buy zone. And my alert, this alert has been the level to get above from yesterday. This is where buyers couldn't get above yesterday. So make sure you have on your alert or a level set there at 682. Believe it's 682.79. This alert has gone off multiple times. That see that level? It just triggers. It's just the one. Like here are majority of my triggers. And you see buyers are coming right back in. That was the level before. Looking more bearish right here. Still coming back up to that line. And they're coming back in. We can see it right on the support line. This is why it's important to mark your levels. And boom, all the volume brings it back up to the bottom of the orb. That's what we're looking for. That's going to give us way more confirmation. So this candle has 2 more minutes. We want to see it push up and see that second candle be bullish as well. Again, this could still stagnate in this range. And we weak to both sides, meaning buyers are coming in, sellers are coming in. Buyers are buying at support, sellers are rejecting right here. They're selling right here. Buyers are saying we like SPY at 682.90, but when it gets up to 683.64, I don't know if it's worth it. And now we're seeing a little bit more. Like I said, I wanted to see 2 candles push up. We're still holding the support. 2 candles close above here. And now we're not, we haven't let our premium get played around for an hour. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little surprise here. One of the analysts in Discord just said 250 calls on IWM. 250 calls on IWM. I agree. We had already said it. We know the strikes we're looking for. Gonna go add that to my watch list. Nope. I hit the Q's. Where's the Russell? IWM. All right. And we got 250. 250s are already 98. 251 is 49. I'm going to add both to my watch list because I like them. IWM's getting bullish. So SPY should be getting bullish as well. And then if we're looking at SPY, we're also going to be looking at quarter incrementals on the SPX. So if you want the faster money, let's go to, where's the index? So we'd be looking at 68. We hit 68.50. I'd be looking at kind of like 68.75. It still may be expensive, but that 68.50 is already $1,340. The 68.75 is 390. No more further back than 6,900 on the call. It's about 55, $60. But if we're looking for this strong move back to right here, that contract could print as well. So added those to the watch list. And for SPY, we're looking at 684, 685, possibly 686. And those are affordable between $45 and $120. SPX got to get right above. You see the bottom of the orb. Confirmation. We want that to pop. Now, if we're in SPX, we could have definitely been on the 1 minute candle, taken entry here, and gotten out right there. Significant amount of money made. When you're trading SPY, it's going to the theta in between this range is going to eat up the premium a lot more. If you guys are still with me, drop some ones in the chat. Don't make me talk to myself today. I know y'all are listening in. I know some people are working, but just drop some ones in the chat. Let me know you're still here. I'm not in a big rush right now. Gotta go get my oil change, so I'll probably hop in a trade and then get on up out of here. Gotta let my phone charge. For some reason, phone's not charging. There we go. I gotta get a new laptop. Gotta get a new phone. The year the upgrades. And which is crazy because I'm looking to get a new Samsung phone, but I want a MacBook. I don't care to have a iPhone. And just like that, rejection. We did not get a 2 point setup above where we wanted. It is coming down to test that area. There goes some buyers. And just like that, those SPX plays got wrecked. That's why I add the stuff to my watch list first. And we wait for confirmation. We wanted a close above. Buyers are sitting there. Our sellers going to push through those buy zones. Oh, did it take it out? Oh, no. There it is. Got some buying coming back in. All these I'm using this strat, and I can see the upper time frames are bearish as well. They're gonna have to push. They're gonna have to push. Thank you guys for letting me know what you guys are looking at. And they just got stumped out. Like if you had your stop loss on, this play did get stumped. Probably got stumped out. I just added everything to my Juliana. Thank you for checking in. Alyssa, thank you. GA Muscle, thank you. She did call entry on IWM on the break of the orb. I did not get into the break of where another level was at. Yeah, that's why I had mine. I was like just spicy dropping it in. It is recovering. It might have tripped some people's stop losses, but again, I wanted strong confirmation, so that's why I'm looking for that 2 point setup. And we're still sitting under VWAP, which could be bearish. I want us above VWAP, above the orb. Now entry here, we're still holding these balances. Let me look at those contracts. Those contracts went from 119 to 89, and the 686 contract went to 30. Let's go look at those SPX plays because they're coming back to life, but they're probably cheaper right now. Where's that SPX? Uh, the XPX went down about $90. Let's try that XPX. I still want confirmation. It's a great entry, but I want confirmation. We just got to see this get above that support line. I don't have to be first. I don't have to be. Thankfully, I took profit right before it dropped. Perfect. Good setup. Good intuition. It's still up. Like it's back. I added the 251 and the 250 back on my watch list. It's back in profit, so it wasn't too hard of a hit. It's this 69.50 call. As this moves up, can hit back at $50, and we stay bullish. That'll be a good contract price for the 6,900 on. Uh, there it is, SPX. I still wanted to keep pushing. See if I get a feel. Some volumes coming in. Is it bearish? Gonna be bullish or bearish? Gotta get above VWAP. Upper time frames are looking bullish. But again, it needs to get back above the orb so we can get out of this chop range. It's just in the chop suey range right here. Confirmation is over VWAP, but it's pushing. It bounced back off the top of the orb. Looks like, yep, definitely did. Yeah, we're getting there. Over VWAP. Let's see. The SPX calls are still negative on my watch list. It's like IWM went back down a little bit more. SPY needs to hold 683.5 to keep pushing and then get over VWAP. So we want 683.5 and then 683.75 and then go on up and like spike and hold 684. It's got to push. Like I said, that's we want to see. What did I say? 683.75. They got to go up there and test that 75. And then 175 holds, we want that 0.88 to hold. And what I'm looking at is the price action. I want to see the price action push up and hold these levels that saying buyers will buy right here. So we want to see buyers. There it is. There's the 75. Now we need to see them go hold 0.88. And right back, deflation. It's trying to push above VWAP. That's where the buyers are at. They're trying. Juliana, how much profit did you take? What was your percent? We're getting some wicking, so we know we got some sellers at this resistance line. But again, buyers have to get over VWAP. IWM looks like it needs to hold 250.50. Yeah, volume needs to pick up. We're seeing some little limited volume at the bottom. It's got to push back for that 75, then 0.88. They got to hold it. This candle has another minute and 30 in it, so it's still got a little more time. There you go. There's the push. What did I say? 0.75 and then holding 0.88. And IWM still needs 250, 250.50 to hold. I feel with a 40. Perfect. Saw 50%. That is awesome. 47%. That is awesome. I was in the 251 strike, so not quite as much profit as 250. Yep, this is why strike prices are important. Closer you are to the strike, that premium is going to move a lot faster. Again, we want to see that 0.88. Now we want to see that 684. We can see the buyers. Can they hold this buy zone? IWM is holding the 250.50. So now you see the 2 point setup where we don't have to get rocked. We held support. We waited for a close above the orb. Yeah, close above the bottom of the orb and above VWAP. Now we got confirmation. If we only get a move from here to here, that's still good money. All we need is for it now is to retrace the high. And that is still good money. They need to hold right here and go and test 680, 684 for a continuation. Got a little bit of resistance right here. But again, I hope this is helping you guys with patience, looking at your bar countdown so you're not immediately shaking out of plays or getting in. You can see there was a put opportunity here, but there was no strong opportunity right here if you're trading SPY or right here. It was just a little bit of a chop. We want to wait for confirmations. So again, you don't have to just trade SPY with me. Inside of Discord, we have several analysts that will call for IWM, that will call SPX. We have futures traders in there and teachers. And If you're spiritual, we had Bible study last night. And we're pushing. There goes the 684. I think I got filled. I got a feel on SPX 6900 at 50, and I'm up $8. Up 20%. I'm still working on trusting myself, so I did the slightly lower strike. And the 251 was still, I added that one to the watch list as well, so it wasn't a bad strike at all. That was a good position. And it should be, is it in the money yet? Where was IWM? Almost in the money. So that was good. Still great opportunity. I like it. Nothing wrong with that at all. Practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the better you're gonna get. And so 284, 285, 286. Those are in play. I probably wouldn't go more than, sorry, I'm saying 286, 84, 685, 686. We want to see that continued movement up. These next bullish candles could get probably two more. But anticipate a red candle and anticipate a pullback. It happens. We've got strong volume, push up three candles. You can anticipate it. Got a whole another minute in this candle. Can it come up and retrace this wick? Can those buyers hold this zone? The buyers are sitting here. They need to see if they're gonna collect some more buyers right here and hold VWAP. IWM is almost at 251. I had that on my watch list. Let's see what those contracts are doing. Up 32%. Not bad at all. And now the IWM contract is up 32%, and the 250 call is up 28. Now the profit levels are a little bit different. Up 28 in profit on the 250, up 15. So percentages, just understand your percent versus the amount depending on what was your cost of the contract. Now SPY needs to hold 684.50. Oh, and there's the mogul algo indicator saying buy long. So we might get pullback and then a push up. But the mogul algo indicator is seeing the volume coming in. So again, three strong candles, some sellers come in, push up the buy long. So now we want to see 684, five hole IWM up. It needs to get back in the money. It was almost at that 251. What contract are you guys still trading? Anybody in anything? What are you guys looking at? Are you done for the day, Juliana? Oh, took all the wind back out. So that 284.5 needed to hold. Again, that candle still has about 3.5 minutes in it. And bought it right back up. Came back and test the buy zone. Buyers are still sitting there. Oh, this candle may close slightly green, and then we might have another green bullish candle. We're going to see if it can come up and test 684.96, and then it'll be taking out 685. Slow movement, faring bearing on the premiums here. 686 was $45. It's up 22% now. Buyers need volume. I'm not done. I have the day off, so I'm watching. Awesome. 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 Thank you for tuning in on your day off. That is so great. Spy and IWM. Yep. We need volume. That's what we're missing. Buyers have to come in. They have to rally together. I want to see. Okay, IWM is in the money at 251. It needs to hold. If IWM Russell 2000 holds and we get this volume, we should see, probably max on the day. Look at that. Look at that drive. That's a nice drive up. And what did we do? Waited for a close above the orb. Boom. Got the 250. Boom. Taking 250, 251. We got the buy long back here. Looks absolutely beautiful. A little bit of resistance here, but the upper time frames are still bullish. Yep, getting that pullback. Still got about another minute in the candle for a spy on the 5 minute. Another minute. They need the hold. Let's keep wicking down for buyers, but they need the volume to drive it up. Sellers pushing back down to the buy zone. And boom, what happens again? Buyers come right back in, and where we see them, there's the next candle. So I'm like that. Nothing to see here. It's like that. Some days I come on. Oh, my bull. I bought some bull under $9, and I just got an alert on my bull. See that alert? I don't know why it's not popping up here, but I did get a push notification. So I had an alert set at 9:50 on bull. My next alert, there's my $10 bull alert. So very bullish on bull. I haven't looked at their chain for trading, but I just like it for the shares right now. They got to, other people got to start to like it. But bull isn't a fast mover. So if I was looking at bull now, it'd be like a $10 strike. Yeah, nobody's really paying attention to bull. It's just one of the ones that stands out to me. I'm using the trading platform, so I might as well look at it. But boom, there it is. Want to get your first trade? This is educational advice, not financial. But 15 strike at 15. That open interest is still phenomenal. I might just grab it for the heck of it. $14. What I gotta lose? $14, 50% stop loss. I like that one. I love the days I get to be in the charts. I was happy when you said you were going live. Yeah, I was still laying here and I'm just like, should I go live? Shouldn't I go live? But I want to be consistent. I don't want to go weeks at a time where you guys don't see a live, where you don't get to ask me questions or look at the chart live. So it's just fun. I do want to start, um, being more active here. We could see both. With the chart, I mean, with the volume kind of being so low right now, we could definitely see an afternoon reversal and then a pop. It broke through those sellers back down to the bottom of the orb. So afternoon reversal, the volume is just low. Definitely in play. We got a sell short. We got the buy long on this position. Then we got a sell short. It took out the bottom of the orb. We had some buyers sitting here. Those buyers are gone. So we got to see if they're going to hold that bottom of the orb. Oh, we got the buyers popping back. It took out that zone and then buyers came back in. That's the thing that I'm noticing. When the market pulls down, buyers come back in and buy it up, or hedge funds or those orders, they come back and buy it up. So when you see a low, if you buy it a low and ride back up, pretty good position. So if we got here and bought a call, see if we come up and make a higher high and come and test this area. It's good positioning. Again, understanding the chart patterns are super helpful. Still selling that volume, still saying sell short. Buyers couldn't hold it up. But it hasn't been so, not a lot of entertainment. We've had more bearish, then bullish, then back bearish, and we've only been in the market an hour and a half. IWM gave up 251. It needs to go back up and test 251. And SPY gave up the bottom of the orb, that support line. So we're going to see it come back, and it can come all the way down and come back and test this 682 if buyers don't come back in at this zone. Nope, sell order block. They're battling. We got a sell order block heavy here, then the buyers come right back under it. It's almost like the battle of big bank take little bank. Who's got more funds today? And there's the sellers. Where's the next support? Right here. Can be higher. If we look, we got wicks right there. Could have some light buying right pressure right there. Oh, where is it going? Down to support. Are they going to catch any buyers on the way down? Or are they out of here? Buyers are coming in right in this little area. In that consolidation zone. Are they going to be able to hold that wick zone where the buyers are at? That's what we're looking for. IWM needs to hold 251. IWM is coming back up. We might see a little more push up on SPY. See how those buyers are sitting there? So now they got to come push up through that weak high. Okay, IWM's pushing up. Let's see if Apple gets a little bit of a boost. Sorry, if SPY gets a little bit of a boost, sitting on the top of the wick. Do they have buyers that's going to sell down? Oh, your screen has changed. It's so small. Which screen? I got the presentation screen up. That's the pick and the pick, but that's the screen. Is it small to anybody else? It says cinematic layout. Is this screen small to anybody else? You guys let me know. It looks regular size to me, so I don't get to see it the view you guys see. So definitely let me know of how I can make things better. Maybe if I expand it a little bit, it's still just the window. So I'm not sure if that will help. Oh, selling down. See if they hold the wick. If they come down and break this wick, we're gonna come back and test this support. We could test the low of the day, but we had buyers sitting inside of the wick. Okay. Oh, okay. It could definitely be the phone. All right. IWM trying to break 251. That might give a little bit of boost to SPY, but SPY still's coming down. They don't have the buyers today. And they could be waiting to lunch again. The reversal, if we're down coming into lunch, the reversal will be back up. Buyers are slipping away. Higher time frames are red too, so it looks like a more bearish day. Oh, when we're on the 15th, we can see we have some buyers sitting here from Wednesday. This is where we had a push up. So we want to be cautious right here that it could be looking bearish, but this is where buyers came in yesterday. So it's good to kind of take a look at the higher time frames too. Let's just see what else we might be missing out on the chart. Okay, cool. Sneak a peek on Discord for a picture of it. You want to see Discord? Let's see what I can do. Yeah, I want, if you're still with me and you want to see a peek at Discord and want me to go over Discord, drop some sevens in the group. Drop some sevens in the comment and I'll give you guys a peek into Discord. Because the market's being blah. Again, we might have to come back for power hour to get the $100. Might take a little while. Might again. I'm trying to stay on till my phone gets charged to 100%. My battery's trash, and I have a trash charger. My rapid charger's in another room, but the cord is so short. But in the meantime, make sure you check out Bull. Keep Bull on your radar. Look at those buyers. Again, we went up to the higher time frame and we were able to see those buyers come in. Oh, gotcha. What I'm saying is look in the channel for what you're looking at. Got it. IWM broke. There's those sevens. So we can see that once IWM gets a little pick me up, it's giving SPY a little bit of boost, but SPY still needs that same support. So now, instead of that one, we got this zone that needs to hold, and then we want to see again a close above the orb and above VWAP for more confirmation. It needs way more volume. This volume is just so boring right now. It wick down to the bottom of that range of that wick, but it's still rejecting. This thing just can't push up. Like, the stagnation is boring. No, I'm using I tried out the paid version of StreamYard. That's why you might not be able to see the comments. It's just inside of StreamYard. So if I go directly through YouTube, it may be different. But I'm just testing out. I was testing out the pro version of StreamYard and seeing what I like if I just share my screen directly with YouTube, or if I do StreamYard, just going back and forth before I commit to buying it. So that's why you don't see the comments in the chat. They're just inside of StreamYard. So if I was to do show comments on the stage, they still don't show comments inside of YouTube. I don't really like that factor because it doesn't allow the algorithm to push it out because it's looking for comments and likes so that it shows the content is valuable. But if you're not seeing it, it kind of limits it. Oop, look at that big drop. Push right through that bottom. What it's gonna do? Come and test where these buyers are at. And IWM was holding all the others. We're breaking through that zone that 682.79. See, every time we were getting there, it wicked back up about 3 times. Now we're getting back here. Is it going to hold again? Or are they going to be able to take it out? It's just a strong area. And it's a random one. Like that alert just goes off multiple times. $682.79 has gone off 5 times today. Oh, super red cell block. There's the volume. They're going to take it out. They're going to try to take out this low block here. Next zone probably got us 681. I don't know if they're gonna find support here or we're gonna have that 681. I'd be looking at 682, 681, and 680. Psychological is 680. I'd wait for that counter to close. But yeah, if they take those buyers out right there, it's over. Now you'd be like, Chad, so would you take a put? Well, again, I want to see the 2 point setup. We're getting a close below. Oh, I don't know why that's not popping up. I'm trying to move there. That's what I want. So here is a level of support. We got puts down, break level of support, and it was below VWAP, so we could have gotten in for puts here, traded it down to this support area. But if I wanted to get in again, I'd want this to break the support area for more confirmation. because I know there's buyers sitting here, there's buyers sitting here, there's sellers sitting here. See how those buyers came in? We can see it. But if you didn't have an indicator, if you didn't have it on, you can't see it with the fair value gaps. See, there's my fair value gap. I can see the red one. I can't see those blue. Mogul Algo indicator puts it on the screen for us. That keep you from getting stomped out. Boom. Algo show not to get into a put right here. Looks bearish, but you can see it right there. Back on my line. There we go. We got volume picking up. Again, a lot of things about trading is patience. If you do not have patience, this may not work for you. But this is why I come on live, because everybody sees the glitz and glamour. You see the Lambos, you see the high rise mansions. Every day isn't, boom, banger, excitement. It can be a overcast. It can be just a slow day. And so I try to show the realities of what's really happening. What are you running to? What are you running to get the time frame on your screen? Which time frames? At the top, tell me, are you talking about here or this the strat? Sorry, talking about the strat. So I don't use the strat numbers yet because I haven't done the lesson to learn the strat numbers. It also seems a bit complicated. I like to teach what's simple and still effective. Not to say the strat numbers isn't simple or effective. I just first glance at it, it doesn't seem that way, so I put off going over it. But I do use Strat Assist. It's the Strat Assist FTC only by Ricky Z. Carl, and that's where I can see what's going on the other time frames without ever actually switching my time frame. I hope that's what you mean. Yep, Strat. So now we're still on that line. Spy needs to hold that level of my alert, and we can see buyers came right back in. So I'm gonna move my little box. This is a little distracting. Now we can see there's the sellers. And so again, I'm not taking puts until we get below here. No calls until we can get above VWAP because we got sellers right there. So you make the rules. You give yourself a rule on when to do something or don't. If that setup permits, take the trade. If that setup does not permit, don't do anything. Keep your money in your pocket. And we're on my alert again. Set that alert, guys. That level is just the level that's probably gonna ding all day, but it's a strong area. Buyers coming back in. And buyers are selling right back at the same spot. Again, this is a little boring today. I don't know how long we're gonna sit and do this. And I know as soon as I hop off, the volume will come in and things will pick up and we be right along with today, but we just keep hitting that same zone, popping up, coming back down. Got a light buy right there, got sellers right here, so we're in this little bit of range. I say boring trading pays the bills, but this is fairly boring today. And I'm not gonna bore y'all. Like I don't have much. I'm gonna either look for a break below. We're gonna set an alert right here. Um, I don't really have to have the mogul on. I don't want it inside of my mogul. So I'm gonna move my mogul. We see that double bottom right there. There's the level right here. I have a support line. So if that breaks, and we're just gonna make this we're gonna use the horizontal line, but we want it crossing down. So the alert go off. We just want it to go off once, and then I'm really not about to sit here and watch this either. So I don't really care to come back to the chart until we are above this level. And I'll just make it 50. We want this crossing up. Why? because even if we get right back above the orb, it can reject right here. Um, you might not be able to see it. The fair value gap is sitting, there's a gap right there behind my drawing. Let me remove the drawing. There you go. See, we got a sell block right here. So even though the bottom of the orb is sitting right there, I want to see, I don't want to even come back and look at spot until we're above this and above this level. Looks like we're going to get a path. And if we are forming a path, it's going to look a little something like, well, tap it around like this, like so. So see if we can get a path. Boom. And there. That's what I'm trying to see if we're going to get. That's what it looks like. Now that's one path. We can also go here, 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 boom. Psh. 680 is going to be the bot. Like this six, there's volume sitting right here. So 681.50 or so, or this lower support at 680.80 to the downside, to the upside. This is the path to go back and test the high from yesterday. Well, the close of yesterday. So I always kind of give myself something to gauge and go off of. See how I'm looking for the setup. Let me cut everything back on. I forget I cut everything off. There's my orb. Where is my, okay, the fair value gap is back on. Okay, and oh, the mocha alcohol. Be forgetting to cut what to cut on and what to cut off. There we go. See the buyers. See where we need to get back above. I don't care until that alert goes off. Now we can go back and do everything we need to do. Is the dark shaded area the buyers? Yes, it is buyers. And that was, let me go back and highlight. I believe this is Mrs. Espinosa's first time being here, so welcome. Thank you so much for stopping in. Break below, that break below level for the alert, 680, 682.25, I believe. Let me see if that level updated. Crossing down. Um, it's gonna be the low of the day, like 682.25, and then the level above is 684.50. And this is just my psychological low, the 682.79. Closing below that, it still dropped before below that. No, but it looks like it's picking up. We see the buy order block here. We're getting bullish on the 5, the 15, and the 30. Buy order block on SPY 1 hour. Thank you, Julie. Can you show how to draw the path again, please? Yes. Boom. Let's take it off. So when you're using your tools, come over to the left. And this is going to be under paint. Or no, sorry, brushes. It's under brushes. And then I just do a path. And I just hold it. Now this thing gets wonky. Play with it. Because once you decide to stop drawing your path, you kind of gotta get off the screen because like see how that it doesn't always want to stop if you're still moving the mouse. So you just make you a path. You can also use the brushes, like if you just wanted to use like a brush and I just kind of drew it and it's not as neat, but I can kind of mimic where I want it to go and make it stop. So either one of those two are can be used. But let's see if we get. We'll also put an alert here and see if we do come back and get reach that high. I'm gonna do it slightly above, so it's not on. What is that gonna be? So yeah, I'm gonna say about 658.35, and we'll see if it goes test the high. Now I don't have to sit here on the chart. My 5 minute chart has the buyer's area, but not on the 10. And in different time frames, let's see, it depends on which one you have. You may see them differently. See, now the buyers are sitting still here. 680, there's big sellers. Now we can see the sell orders when you're on the 10. around the 5, we don't see those sellers. So that's why it's good to kind of froze up on me, guys. Let me refresh this. Technical difficulties. All right. Seeing a little bit more bullishness. And I'm going to just move the arrow so we can still see it. But VWAP is sitting right here, that white line. And let's take off. Yeah, we're getting right back at the bottom of the orb. And we got our path to see if it goes back to retrace. Hand clap for you guys. The market has been a little boring today, but y'all showed up. Y'all are still paying attention. And that's what it takes. Sometimes you just have to be in it. And again, it's not always fancy and exciting, but we still show up to do it. And then we're getting some more volume. Time in works. I've been playing with the indicator. There is a learning curve for me. It is, and it takes some time. That's why I say don't get wrapped up in the indicators. That's why you'll see me take them on and off because you really just want to get price action down and then add the indicators that help you understand what you're looking at for confirmation. And a lot of times we do the reverse. We use the indicators to give us confirmation and then let price action play into it. Watch price action and then let the indicators give you more confirmation. And look at it, all that steam just taken out. Bottom of the orb and then VWAP is a strong rejection area. This may come back down and test that 682.79 again. So what do we look for for continuations. As we were pushing up, you want to see higher highs. As we go down, we want to see lower lows. If we're seeing this as a reversal, you want to say, okay, we were pushing up. Does it come out and take out the wick? Does it land on support? Does it just pull back? Those type of things help us kind of break down what we're seeing. But from here, we had a high, lower high, lower high. We're not getting our path is not completing unless we can get back in this range. Because we would have wanted to see or for a continuation on the upside. And again, we're still in this consolidation zone, trading from here to here. That's why I'm not really bullish until we can get above this line, not really bearish until we can get below here, or we're just scalping up and down. You can definitely do that too. Scalp 10-15%, then get out the way. All right, it's wicking. It's see you see it's still coming in the path. Let's see if it pushes up. This one did wick as well and still pushed up. Oh, looks like the buyers. Let me move my little green arrow. They tried to wick, but sellers may come take the wick out. Sometimes I'll go down to the 1 minute, but I usually do the 1 minute more when I'm doing SPX. Right now, I mean, you can. It doesn't hurt to go spot check it. It's just going to give you way more, more detail. You can see this, but like if I was spot checking right here, this is not telling me anything that's happening. So the 5 minute would still be better. Right here, we were pushing up, reverse. Now it's trading sideways. But once I put that top and that bottom alert on, I'm done with it. It's time to go and seize the day and just wait for those alerts to go off. Once the alerts go off, then I know I can come get in position for a trade. Got a little bit of speckle range for buyers. pushing back up on my line. Slight rejection right there. OMG, Bulls not letting 683 go. It'd be good if it's strong. That's a strong area. You can see my support line sitting right there. But if Bulls are gonna hold the area, they need to step up. If not, it's easier going down the mountain and up. Then sellers just can go in and swoop in because Bulls are holding the area but not controlling the range. Do you have any other alerts up right now? I'm going to schedule my call. I've been writing down my predictions for the previous day. Got it right. Still hesitant to buy a contract. We're gonna get that contract. Um, the only alerts I have up right now are right here, the high of the day, above the mid of like my W pattern, and then this one. Let's see. So 282.79, 284.50, 285.35, and then I have this one, just the low of the day. Let me actually, I'll take the line off, and then I'll just put an alert, and we'll set that alert right there at that low and crossing down. Now we set it and forget it. We got an alert at the bottom. We got break of support, break more confirmation. Then we got to the upside, bottom of the orb, headed back up to the top. But this thing may consolidate sideways and then give an end of day pop. Up the wick to the upside. Buyers have to push through that wick. Again, it's harder going up the mountain than coming down. So if buyers are gonna hold 683, they gotta push. They're gonna have to hold these levels. So it has to overtake hold 683 25, 683 50, 683 75. It has to come and hold those levels and maintain. They're pushing up off of support and then rejecting at VWAP. They have to push and hold that zone, or sellers are going to come in every time and take them right back out. It's the real put your money where your mouth is. They have to put their money in. They got to push through that wick. You want to see bullish candle. So what did we see here? We have a low, a higher low, and a push up. So this looks like we may make a higher high from, we're gonna may go higher than this resistance area where VWAP is because we held a higher low. It has been in the range, but we've gotten push ups, and they're just a lot tighter. We're not getting those full ATR days. We're getting like staying between $1 and 3. So yeah, it's ranging. It gets these spurts and then ranges, and spurts and range, and waits to the end of the day to do stuff. And rejection. So now we're seeing high. This may again, what happens? We may be making a new path, but it's coming right back down to that support line again. So this might be stagnant, and we might hop out of here. The money before lunch crew. We might just have to come back and make it up at the end of the day doing power hour, because we're not going to get in a trade and just let it kind of whip us back and forth. We want to see it go ahead and do a setup. Let us see confirmation for setup, and then get out. Again, we're just going to continue to wait on the alerts. We're just stagnant. We need a break above VWAP or break below support. Break above VWAP, break below support. Do you buy any long? Yeah, the SoFi's I cut them, but I do plan to get back into some swings on SoFi because I am still bullish on them. So let's just go look at some updated contract. I have the SoFi January still on my watch list. They're doing well. So looking further out, probably at 30 and 35. But if we just go up on the weekly to 30 here, and then if we go out to that January 16th again, I closed to my 40. We'll come back in and go. We could go about 30 looks good, 31 looks good, and then 35. So definitely can look at swings. I don't think you were here when I went in and I was looking at SPY, and I'm looking at SPY December 19th. Let me grab that contract and show you. See if the volume is still up on it. So We're looking at December 19th. And this is again, if the support can hold. We did see a lot of volume, sorry, a lot of open interest on the 700 strike, what could be leading up to new laptop distinct. There we go. Got me unfrozen. So I just saw a lot of open interest on this 700 strike, and this contract has fluctuated between like 150 and 175. But I've been keeping an eye on that. Like we're gonna get some strong news from Power or something that's gonna like skyrocket this for there to be so much open interest here. But I also go look on the other side. So people may think we're gonna pop. We may have some people that think we're gonna drop. So I go back to the downside and see if we see some heavy activity. Not too much. Nothing stands out like that one for the call. So I like to keep that on my radar. What strikes do you have added, if any? Um, I have 681. Yep. With IWM not pushing the area, I like it because we're going to be headed into lunch. So getting next day's contract is going to be great. 250, the 251, 252 next day. Great position and not letting the theta burn you up in the same day. Let's go take a look at SPX for a second. And it's going to be something. Same. It keeps hitting that sell zone, bouncing down. Bottom of the orb. Got buyers sitting down here under a volume line. So again, we just need to see them either come push above here or break below here. Something has to happen. And if nothing happens, we don't do nothing. We leave the market be. All right, we're getting some volume again. Nothing matters until we get above VWAP and go touch that line. This don't excite me. It's just volume coming in, but they got to pick it up. Volume is still just extremely low. Look at the 650 put. Thank you. Let's go look. And I don't have all my strikes up. When I had the all on, it kind of stopped it out. So yep, that's why I can't see it. So let me cut all of my strikes on. And this is why I leave it on, but it does make you have to see like everything when it pops up. So you're seeing 300 level strikes, and I'm not purchasing nothing down there, but it does open up everything and makes it a little bit harder to kind of navigate when you're sharing. But let's take a look at it. Let's look at that 650 strike. All right. There we go. I think we got some movement now. There we go. Where's the 650? There it is. Great job at finding that sweet spot. And since I didn't have all my strikes open, because I just changed it this morning, so I wouldn't have to scroll so far, I couldn't see this one. So definitely we be taking a look. That's gonna be our two moves: 30 to the upside, 30 to the downside. So 30, we're at 683, like 680 minus 30 bucks. So definitely keep an eye. Put both of these contracts on your watch list. Um, when I speak about theta, so theta gives you how much loss you're going to take or how much you're going to absorb. So let's take a look. If you were to get the 684 call on SPY, but let's go and get, well, we'll look at it here. Let's say the 700. We'll just use the 700 strike, and that 700 strike is 155. And if we're looking at the theta is $14. So if SPY starts to go down and we're holding it overnight, we stand to lose this theta for every day that we're holding this contract. With our delta, that lets us know for every dollar we move up, we could be acquiring $18. So let's say SPY goes to 685, we should be getting roughly 16 to $18. It is going to fluctuate with the volatility on how much you're getting, but it just gives you a little rough range of how much you should make per dollar move. So you have less theta than you do delta. I like that. I don't like when I get in a contract and my theta is much higher. When you're in zero DTE contracts, you will see that. That's normal. So don't try to like, oh, every day I try to go trade SPY, my theta is higher. It can be, especially on volatile moving days. So let's pull back and go look at today's contract and see what those datas, the theta and the delta look like. So right here, if we're in the money on, sorry, I can tell by the prices I'm on the wrong day. Those contracts aren't $500. Come on, there we go. Okay, let's go to, okay, so $66 for the 685. Look at the volume today. Calls volume. The volume just today has been astronomical, but the movement has been really slow. It's just crazy. I didn't expect this much volume to see today with us not moving so much. So $66. We have a Delta 38. See how that theta, just a volatile day. So don't always try to look for, I need my Delta to be over. I would like it, but it won't always present because we have theta today and we're later in the day. So again, these contracts, they can go to zero. Again, thank you. We got about 8 minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna let these alerts set up and go out for us. Woo, big volume. What did we do? We don't have to watch there. But what Monica said almost doesn't count. It needs to move. It's gotta push. And it needs to hold the bottom of VWAP. I'm gonna cut. I'm sorry, not the. It needs to hold VWAP and hold the bottom of the orb. So I'm gonna take the mogul algo off, and let's just use the VWAP. So here's VWAP. This blue line. There is my VWAP down here. We've held it. Here's upper band 1, upper band 2. So we really need to get up and test upper band 2 or standard deviation 2 and hold it and come back up here and test this 3. We bounced down in the lower bands and held 2. And so now we need to come up and test 2 to the upside and keep it moving. IWM 25150. That looks amazing. What's your who had IWM? Soft Swag. Soft Swag, did you what's your take profit on these contracts? What's your stop loss and take profit? What are you sitting at? When are you gonna get out? Are you already in profit? Oh, took those buyers out. Sellers came in. A toughy wuffy today. Looks like it's pushing. It may try to hold this area. We got about 5 more minutes and then we're gonna shut it down. See if it can make it in five. I'm not really sure. For sure. Buyers Netflix. I'm not even sure. Oh, okay. You were just looking at the strikes. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. There you go. Come on and hit my alert before we get up out of here. I have to come back and come back at Power Hour. We definitely gonna make some money in Power Hour. I might show you guys the a little behind the curtain on that end of day play. I see y'all think it can hit it. It's gonna hit my alert before 11 o'clock Central. Did you guys even think it was gonna go back up, or did you think like, nah, I'm bearish. We should be getting puts. I don't see it reversing. Come on, we got 3 minutes. Is it gonna hit it? Is it gonna hit it? Probably gonna be some profit taking right there, because that's where it gave up before. But it's got to push just to make it there. There it is. My alert just triggered. So now it's got to push from right there. but the alert did go off. It did happen before 11. Nothing wrong with being a bear most days. I'm not a bull or a bear. I just go with what's going to make me green. Um, Overall market, I mean, I could see why you would be bearish and the state of the economy. So it definitely makes sense. No, the market seemed neutral on both sides. So was not sure. Totally understand. But we did get that play out. I appreciate you guys. Again, I want to just pop up. If you're trying to reach me, if you want to get the one, if you're new here, survey replay, make extra money. It's $30. If you want to schedule one-on-ones with me, definitely reach out. If you got questions, you want to get on a discovery call with me, just ask questions about the mentorship, whether it's group or one-on-one. Just shoot me an email. Oh, I made it pop off. I forget I had it set on a timer. Let me edit the timer. We're gonna take that off. Timer off. Boom. That way you guys can see it. So again, group mentorship is on sale for 500, usually 600. The one-on-one mentorship, and I'm going to limit that. I'm probably only going to take three one-on-one people per month, and it may dwindle down to just one person per month, where they do get 8 weeks with me, live trading, being able to ask questions, schedule when they want, over the course of those 8 weeks, and I, train them up to be a great trader. So the one-on-ones, they're definitely going and sticking at 2K next year. Right now, even if you know you want to work with me one-on-one for 8 weeks, and you say, "Well, I'm not going to be able to start to after tax season, or I can't start to the summer," I would say go ahead and sign up. Why it's still 1,500? Because it is 2K. It's just on sale, and it will be 2K next year, going up to 3K. The one-on-one the group mentorships are 600. Those will go up to 7. They're on sale now for 500. So if you ever want to work with me and say, okay, one-on-one's out of my budget, can't really afford that, the group mentorship will get you started so you can make some money and then build your way up into the one-on-one session. But there's my email. You can easily shoot me an email, say, hey, Trash, can we hop on a call? Can we chat? Whatever, any questions you have, email us there. If you got questions about Discord, want to take advantage, I would recommend, like, before Sunday, if you're interested in Discord, reach out so I can get you the Discord link and that discount code so you can take advantage of it. Also, if you do the yearly, you get one free one-on-one. If you do the lifetime, you get three. So definitely take advantage of those. Email is sitting here. Anybody want to talk, I'll gladly just send me an email, say, hey, can we chat? I'll shoot you the number. You can give me a call on my business line. Yeah, but I'm about to get out. My alerts are going off. They're set. And I'll keep watching from just waiting on my alerts. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see if I'm back at home. We'll hop on. Pascal, thank you for dropping in. Are you more? I'm more for calls because I think the market wants to be bullish, and we're holding a support level. So I am going to be looking at calls. But if I'm back at home, or if I can come in and share from my phone, we'll come back at Power Hour in about 2 hours. You're welcome, Jelani. I appreciate your time. Thank you for dropping in. Again, just be on the lookout for an alert or a notification that says we're going to come back on for Power Hour. So I got about 3 hours to go. I need to get an oil change. I need to drop some stuff out the post office. So let's see if I can get that done and get back for Power Hour. Thank you guys. Enjoy your lunch.